Oh god, it happens every time.
Nobody told it.
There we go. Hey, podcast number 6.
Hi.
Hi, Dilksy.
Don't say here. And today we're gonna be doing podcast number 6 about it. Let's have some fun, okay?
What the fuck is that?
Well, like an American Texan, Texas, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever. All right, game of the week, go. Wait. Before I do that every time. Just game of the week, go. We need a better way to do that. How would we do that better?
Have a list of what's gonna happen in the podcast. Like have number 1 game of the week.
I have that on my phone.
Well, maybe have it for the viewers.
Actually,
all one of them.
Yeah.
Actually, tell the people who's going to be on the podcast about what we're going to be doing. How about that?
How about they should know it's the same 3, almost 4 people every week. Come on.
What about if they're just joining in this one?
Well, you're Dilksy. He's Oblivion. Everyone knows that. It's on the screen. Look at your stream. It's yourself, stupid.
Yeah, but they don't know what the stream is about, bro. Like, why is it called the Space Bandit podcast? I don't know that.
Because Oblivion had that in one of his streams when we were streaming together. He's like the Space Bandit because he was dumb. No, he's not dumb. It's actually the best thing ever. I explained that in podcast 1.
So not everyone's gonna watch the podcast 1.
You're right.
Quick explanation of the podcast. Go, Wolf, go.
Okay, so basically this podcast is we start talking about games and stuff of that nature, and it usually delves off into whatever the fuck we feel like. It always starts off a recommended game, and I have on my phone a little list of things I want to do, and then we just pull off from there. I'm gonna start asking you guys to bring topics to the table too.
But I'm a guest.
No, you're not.
Wolf's here. I'm here just to put Wolf.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I basically run this thing myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we always start off.
You should just have topics for everyone. You're the host. You should have topics for everyone.
Well, that's what my little thing is about. So yeah,
go.
Recommended game of the week. Dilksy, go.
I'm gonna say Dragon's World. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
If you don't know what Dragon World is, it's on Facebook. It's a free app.
Game, ain't it?
It is a mobile game, and basically what you do in it, it's like, have you ever played those like time duration games where you do something and then it's gonna take 3 hours, and then so you come back in 3 hours and you do that and then you do another thing.
Yeah,
basically, it's like that.
Flickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that. Yeah. But it's got freaking dragons, man.
I think I've played it already.
Sick. It's got habitats and lava dragons and like hundreds of dragons that you can breed, and then you got battling.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm addicted.
I'm addicted.
It's like on my second screen right now. Like I'm just constantly on, like just always watching, getting my gold, and like I've got to the point now that I'm like beating everyone because I've got like this super rare dragon, and I'm like, yeah, fuck everyone right up. Right. It's free. It's fun.
I tried to play it. I just never got into it.
It is one of the ones that does take a while. Like once you get into it, after a while, you have loads of stuff to do all the time. But at the start, it's kind of like thick.
I've been playing a lot of FIFA 14 on my phone lately.
On your phone?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
You have like a little D-pad on the bottom left, and you run around, and then it'll have like 4 buttons, which is like sprint, pass, shoot, and like skill move, and you just play. I play Manchester United all the time, so I basically beat everyone like 7-0.
Wow.
So, all right, Oblivion. What's your recommended game of the week?
Renegade X.
What is Renegade X? It's funny.
Renegade X is a.
Oh, okay, go and then I'll say it.
Wait. Okay. Renegade X is a first-person shooter fan-made game made from the old game Command and Conquer Renegade. It's just free-to-play game that's just being created by fans.
Now, do you need Command & Conquer Renegade to play it, or is it just completely free?
No, you don't. Oh. They've made it their own separate thing. That's why I said it's a legitimate game they're making. It's just made purely by fans. That's just about it.
I just put it in my little notepad. I'm definitely gonna play it. All right, so mine.
It's just based off the multiplayer.
Okay, so mine is gonna be a little I don't want to say controversial, but you guys are gonna. I don't know if you're gonna hate me for it or but it's gonna bring discussion. My personal game of the week is Battlefield 4.
Ew.
No,
Ew.
no, yeah, that's what I was expecting. No, okay,
You're able to play it?
it's fine. It works pretty great. Actually,
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Against it, it's just
I have it on Xbox, but
people.
no, basically what it is there were a lot of glitches but stuff. I want to take into account Battlefield 3. The years that it was out, yes, years, they had only 6 multiplayer updates. Only 6. And they were like months and months apart. And they were like a gig. So Battlefield 4, when I got it last Wednesday, it's already on update 7. So they're actively trying to fix it as much as possible. There are a few glitches. There's no balance issue, no spawning issue, no playing it issue anymore. There's only minor issues. Like sometimes you'll jump out of your helicopter and just slide across the ground and then die, or jump into a boat and hit the water and like bounce or something sometimes, but they're not very often. The thing that's really often is like in Battlefield 3, that problem where you'd reload and it wouldn't do the reload animation, it just kind of, you'd sit there, where you can just still run around but just kind of sits there until the bullets go in. That happens not fairly often, but it happens enough so you'll notice like, oh, my gun's not reloading, I can just wait over here or something. So it's not bad. My favorite maps, there's a lot of good maps. My favorite map in that game is Parcel Storm, or Paracel Storm. It's Paracel Storm. And I play Rush a lot, so that's like you get the entire map. And you start off if you're attacking in this ship, in like the back ship, and you go out in boats, and you go around half of a destroyed ship, and then there's another part of the destroyed ship that like the MCOMs are on, and they're spawned on theirs. So you like rush up in boats and try and take it, and then it goes to island warfare, and then the second to last one's like a base. It kind of reminds me of Wake Island, but way better. And there's a base that has like trenches in it and stuff too. So it's kind of got everything I love in a game, and it's consistent. It's like a very amphibious map.
It sounds pretty good.
But yeah, like the best thing is I like playing engineer, and I like defending more than attacking. And on that map, when you spawn firstly on that ship that's destroyed, there's rocket launchers that when you shoot them, if you're aiming in the scope, wherever you aim the scope is where the rocket will go, so you can like curve it and stuff. So you'll see a bunch of boats coming around that side of the boat, and you just kind of shoot and just curve it into one. And they made it so that stuff in the air, like helicopters, aren't as hard to kill as in Battlefield 3. Because in Battlefield 3, like, to kill a helicopter, you had to have a lock on, and even then it wouldn't work. You can hip fire a RPG if a helicopter's right, and they go much straighter, and it just fucking destroys it. Like I had one where I shot an RPG and it went straight into the cockpit and hit it, and the thing just exploded and spun and landed on like the ground and spun around, and like the tail flew off, because the tail flies off too. So it's just like
That's awesome.
And then I was playing last night, and there's a match where I shot a helicopter down and it crashed. And it hit a building, and dudes jumped out and like fell right like 5 feet, and they survived. And the thing crashed, hit there, and it was still spinning. And as it spun, the tail went off and just came up and whipped the dude in the wall and killed him. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, it's pretty great. The game's really good now. I don't know about PC, but on Xbox it works pretty damn fine.
See, I heard that Battlefield 4 had so many problems on like PC and stuff like that. I mean, I've been I played Battlefield 3, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I always felt kind of dirty having both COD and Battlefield at the same time and playing both. I was like, I should pick one.
Nah, I personally like Battlefield over Call of Duty. But yeah, it's fun. I have 100 hours in every Battlefield except this one. So I kind of want to break that, because I wasn't. I Battlefield 4 came out, and I only had like 60 hours in Battlefield 3, and I was like, I can't. I have to continue the trend, so that's why I was streaming it a lot and stuff. And within like 2 weeks, I got 40 hours in it, and I was like, yeah, now I can get it. It's really good. I like it a lot. There's so much more custom. It's a very, very, very good game. Sure, it's still plagued by problems, and I think that's why the sales are still kind of meh. But it's really, really good, actually. Like, it's pretty solid. It was solid in the beta. Yeah, there were problems, but I don't know. Alright, so transitions are weird.
Transition.
So Elgato. So remember when I was talking to you about I think it was you, that was the Sony Vegas problem where it wouldn't run my Elgato MP4 stuff?
No.
Okay.
You didn't say that to me, but go ahead.
Well, Sony Vegas Pro at least Pro 12 and some of them, don't run MP4. Like, you can drag an MP4 in. Sometimes you can't even do that, but you'll hit it, and you'll hit play, and it'll be like, no, we're not going to play. And there's a codec. It used to work with it, but for some reason, I guess that codec goes unused now or something. But all you have to do is find your compound plugin, close Sony Vegas, go to the... I'll link the video down below if I remember. But you'll go... let me write that on my phone real quick. So unprofessional.
Oh God, no.
So you just go and change the name of it. Like, what I had to do was the same thing the person did in the video, was just change their compound plugin to have an extra G at the end, and then it worked.
How weird.
And I was like, well, what? Why? It's so... You'd think such a professional program like that would, you know, be able to run MP4s, and just like to fix it and that simple is really weird.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it might be something like Elgato wasn't...
No, because it does it with Sony HD PVRs too.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine worked fine.
Which Sony Vegas did you use?
11.
Yeah, that's why. There's some transition from early 11 to end 11 to 12 that fucked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I just say just go with the old stuff.
Hardware changes.
It's fine though. I mean, there's such a simple fix. It took me like an hour because I was freaking out about it and didn't know. Oh, and I was using the you know when you throw things. Oh, what the fuck is going on Skype right now? That's unprofessional as fuck. The duty paid. Unprofessionalness. I just...
Disgraceful.
Shut up. So, yeah, there's that. And also, I kept you know when you put stuff in Sony Vegas and has that little pop-up that's like, do you want to keep the original aspect, all this bullshit on there?
No. I didn't get that.
There's that little window that pops up. When you throw something in, it's like, do you want to keep this media, the original form, whatever, and you can check yes or no.
I didn't get that in my Sony Vegas.
Oh, you might have gotten it originally, and then just hit like, don't show me this again, yes. Well,
yeah, maybe.
That's what I always do, and if you hit yes, it fucks some things up too. So you always want to hit no, and I didn't know that, and then like, really helped me a lot was that Drifter video that he did, and I don't watch Drifter. I googled it, and that was the first thing that came up. I was like, oh, okay, well, he's sponsored by Elgato, so I should know this shit. And then it helped me, and I was like, I'm subbing. But it didn't do the fix for it. So I had to find a fix from, like, some no-name YouTuber thing. Didn't even have voiceover. It was, like, video camera. No, it was, like, video cameraed onto a, like, Windows 95 thing. Oh, my fucking god. I gotta close the door. Converse amongst yourselves.
Conversing.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those YouTube videos where people just bring up like Microsoft Word and they're just typing in it?
Yeah. What's the deal with that? And like notepad or something like that. Like what?
I just don't understand. Like, do you not have a mic? I just can't figure those videos out.
Yeah, they're weird. But it was like, it was video cameraed onto their screen too, because apparently it was like some Windows 95 computer or something. I was like, how do you even run Sony Vegas on that thing? But whatever. But yeah, it helped. So I mean, I can't complain.
I can't believe. I wonder if those tutorials still happen. Like they want to just like get the notepad out. That's it.
Oh, dude, those are the worst. It wasn't even one of them. At least they had the editing prowess to know how to whatchamacallit.
That's right then.
To like edit words over the video. Also, speaking of videos, because transitions are weird. I did an update video recently.
Ooh.
Just talking about bullshit. Stuff I talk about on the podcast already. But, another problem with the Elgato is when I record it, the game audio is desynced from the game. Easiest fix in the world. As soon as you hit live, when it records, just pause it for 2 seconds and hit pause again, and everything catches up to each other. It's really weird. Like, don't 2 seconds. You can just pause it and wait and then hit play again. I guess it's something with, like, when the program starts. It starts video before it starts audio. Or something. Because it has that playback feature, too. So, it could be possible that it starts audio later. And then you just hit pause and play again. It works, apparently. But yeah.
Sounds like a weird thing.
But my video looks great.
Whatever. I was messing around with my render settings recently as well. Like in Vegas, I was looking at upping the quality of it because someone said that that wasn't that good.
It's pretty great.
But I was looking into like doubling it, and I was like, I tried to render it out, and it just crashed, didn't it? I was like, what? So you can't like it gives the option to go double, but yet crashes if you try it. It's like it didn't make any sense to me.
It's weird. Some settings are weird.
I think your Sony Vegas wants to crash itself sometimes.
What was that? Okay, what was that thing you were telling me when we first started talking? You're like, rendering your videos, Sony Vegas likes to be cheeky and give you like its own motion blur. How do you turn that off?
You right click the video file. Oh, here we go. Let me get it mode. Let me get Vegas. Let me see. Like, do you do the maintain aspect ratio as well?
That's what it is. It's the maintain aspect ratio. You hit no.
Yeah, there's two settings I do in every single file that I ever bring into Vegas. Like, instantly I bring it in, drag it in, and then I go right click on the video file, switches, and then go untick maintain aspect ratio, and then disable resample. Because basically it tries to it like when you bring in a video, it tries to do smart resample, but sometimes what that does is like if you do like a really big motion, it like tries to motion blur.
It does ghosty stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I fixed that from that video because that video told you how to do that too. So.
Oh, okay, good.
And I fixed that.
Yeah, it's just little things like that like really, like especially with like Minecraft and stuff like that. I notice it so much now.
You can hit save it, and it'll always save it as that. Like what you gotta do is just rename the top thing like videos. Like I have mine just YouTube videos, and then I hit save so that it never ghosts again.
But it's for every video file that I do mine. Like in the actual like timeline, I right click each video file kind of thing.
Oh, why? You can just make it so that when you pull it in, it's already set to that.
I don't know. I never really messed around with it. It's just something that I've always done kind of thing. I don't know.
Go check out that Drifter video, I guess. I mean, he said it.
Yeah,
I hope it works.
I've got a topic for us.
Go.
If we want to transition. Competitive gaming.
Oof.
Like, I've been thinking about it a lot recently, and how...
And how it's dominated Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Oh, wow. My voice cracks super hard.
Yeah, it really has.
It has and it hasn't at the same time.
Over 200,000 people show up for League of Legends tournaments.
Well, that's League of Legends. It's fucking stupid.
It's competitive, though.
Yeah, well, that's also... You gotta think they have that big-ass fan base.
Yeah, they've got a big fan base. But it's just one of the things that, like competitive gaming now, it's not just about winning tournaments. Like, you can earn a living off of Twitch. Like, being a competitive gamer, you could easily earn enough money. But then it kind of leads on to my other thing, like, competitive gaming as a whole. Like, you have to be one of the absolutely best in the game to earn really good money. But then, like, I've noticed, like, especially in Smite, like, that you've got the top big teams, right? Top 4, 5, maybe. And then you've got, like, the 6 and 7. And especially in Smite, because it's a new game, like, the ones that are 6th and 7th, they don't earn anything. Like, they are literally struggling for views on Twitch, earning money because they can't win tournaments, and yet they're still competitive gamers. So how do they earn money? How do they earn a living doing
it's called a job, bro.
But then if you have a job, then how do you, like, improve on as a game? I mean, that takes, like, ultimate dedication. But then the people who are really good at the game, once you get to that level, like, especially in Smite, because it's a team game.
Yeah.
Even if you're amazing and the rest of your team are rubbish, then there's not much you can do. But then that's why people would go StarCraft, Hearthstone, all that stuff.
But at the same time, I'm gonna do the run back to fighting games. I watched a fighting game stream last night that was fucking hype as shit. STL Bar Wars, they're the best.
Yeah.
There was only, like, what sucks is that I already explained that I already explained what they are and everything last podcast, but they had such a hype ass thing. Only 13 people showed up to the actual. Only 13 people entered into the tournament. There were like 25 people there, but there were only like 20 views on the Twitch, and I was like, this is stupid. This shit's hype as fuck. So many good players, but that goes back to like fighting game stuff, like people can have a job and be good at fighting games. It's not like you sit and play fighting games all day. Yes, it's by yourself, but think of like Marvel vs. Capcom or Skullgirls when you can have 2-3 people. Well, Marvel you have 3 people team, but Skullgirls you can have 2 or 3. It's like you can have a shitty. I'm just gonna use Skullgirls because I know it better than Marvel. I play Philia double. If I weren't to play that, if I was just to stick with Philia like I did in the beginning and I throw 2 people in, like I go Philia, Misfortune, Valentine, I could be shit with both of them and still fuck someone with Philia because I'm good with them. And yes, I have a job. Yes, I don't play the game enough. Like you practice to get better with the people, learn your bread and butters. Like it's the same with Smite. You practice to get good with the person, know your builds, know when to do stuff, and you can play 4 or 5 games a day and be like, okay, I'm getting better. Maybe it'll take slightly longer than people who play all day competitively, but you can still get to that level just as much.
I think it's just the dedication as well, isn't it? Especially when you've got a job and you really want to do competitive gaming. I mean, it's one of those ones that, like, especially as like a student right now, I'm getting to that point now that I'm going to get a job. So the mindset that I'm going to need to be in is like, come home from work, get some food, and then game. And there's not going to be like, oh, I don't want to do gaming tonight. It's like, no, I need to game tonight to get better. I mean, like, I was playing a couple of games of Smite today, like, before the podcast started, and I absolutely wrecked Face. Like, I absolutely destroyed it, because I was, like, I was in the Conquest ranked, and I got up to Gold League, but then I didn't play for ages, so I just dropped back down to Bronze, so I've just literally started in this new season, and, like, I just went straight in, Thor, and just dominated so hard, and, like, everyone was like, because I was the bottom elo, they're like, oh, you should play support, oh, you're rubbish, all this stuff, and it's like, no, you don't know what I can do, and I just absolutely tore face. But then those kind of games are like, they're not like a rarity to me. Like if their team are bad, then I can do that every single game. It's not like it's pot luck if I do well. I know what I'm doing, and most of the time it's just team stuff. So it's kind of an interesting one, like especially with like Smite. Like I want to do it, but then to do it, I would need to get a team. And then I'd also need to get actually good enough to be in the tournaments, and then to win the tournaments as well. I mean, that's the big thing. Like, your streaming isn't enough. I mean, on Smite, there's loads of streamers.
Yeah.
That like even today, like there's a streamer who I'd never heard of before, and he linked to his Twitch, and there was like he had 2 viewers, but he still had 1080p quality, and it was still like really good quality and everything. And I was like, this deserves more views, but it's that mindset of the top 3 get all the views, and then everyone else just slowly dies off, and it's just. The big people get bigger, the small people stay small.
Well, I've also noticed that I was playing Battlefield 4 and I was streaming, and you weren't there. This was not about your shenanigans. This was a different stream, you motherfucking shenanigans piece of shit. But I was playing it, and I noticed that I had, like, because I looked at the thing, and there's so many people that play it, but for some reason, I was playing at, like, 2 in the morning. So there was, like, the big person, and then, like, 2 other people than me, and I had like Rest watching, and I had some other person watching, and what ended up happening was I went from having that one person watching, and then I guess the big person went off, so the stuff trickled down to the other 2 guys, because I don't know, I guess one of them had a face cam, one of them didn't, and I didn't, but it went to them, so now there were only 3 of us streaming it, and I slowly started seeing a trickle from. And the big dude had, like, maybe 100 and something. So it wasn't like he was super huge, like 3,000, and I got, like, fucking whatever. Yeah. But I went from 2 to, like, 17. And it was great. But you got to realize, like, that trickle from games that are so big. Because, okay, let's take Lazis, for example. Say Lazis is streaming. And then there's 2 people ahead of him. But then there's, like, 20 people below him. Maybe the top 5 will get 3-4 new people. But if those big people go down, it's all the Lazis.
Yeah.
Which deserves by him. He's fucking awesome. But he's never going to watch this either. It's pretty great. We talk so much hype on Lasses. Never going to get watched. Whatever.
Whatever, man. But yeah, like, I think Lasses is a good example of how a fan base sticks with their viewers in some cases. Like, he has Smite Pro, which obviously is great for, like, getting new people in. But he still hits 800 views on his own channel.
Easy.
Like, when he goes off. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, but then... it's not like he's like the top. He's not like he's beating Smite game, even though he did at one point when he was in the tournament. He actually beat the actual tournament.
Yeah. I remember that.
That was pretty crazy. But yeah, I want to do it, but it's just one of those things that, like, I think I need to like think about how I'm gonna research into it and do a bit of you know, like reconnaissance in a way and see like when the big streamers stream, see how long they stream for, and then
I've never
try
done
and
that.
put, like a time window.
I've never done that. I don't do that. I have my set schedule and I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like that puts so much more stress on you. Like, okay, I gotta plan right now. But then when you do it and say that streamer decides, I'm gonna go. Like, PBAT will be like, I'm gonna have a 24-hour league stream. He ends up going for like 50-something. Then what? Then you're fucked for like 3 times you stream.
Well, yeah, but then, like, in those kind of scenarios, it's not about just, like, doing a one-off thing and then you expect all the viewers...
No, I'm not saying one-off thing, but say you're like, okay, P-Bat's going to do this. I can get off. I can get on when he gets off. But then you start scheduling around that entire time. So it ends up being, like, say you want to do it every day. Then it ends up just being a chunkier day. Then what? Then what happens if he doesn't, he doesn't stop? And then you do it. And you stream, and at the duration of your stream, you still sit there. And this happens 3-4 times over a month and a half. It's like, it starts to feel like that schedule just fucking stresses you out. You're like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, but then, like, if you're just doing this, like, I think you stand a better chance than if you're, like, going along with PBAT, and then, like, when you stream, he streams. I mean, that big thing, like, especially when, like, for a while,
I know that,
trying to get with Lasses. Well, no, that sounded weird.
No, I understand.
I was trying to work with Lasses to see, like, when he went off, he would come to my stream. But the issue with that was that I was streaming, he was streaming, and then I would go off before him because obviously different time zone. So for it to work between me and him, I would have to get up early, and then obviously that's not going to work with a full-time job.
Yeah.
So it's just one of the things that, like, it's finding the window. It's just finding that perfect time when you can stream for a long amount of time, not just like an hour, because in an hour you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, that's not true. I've gotten places in an hour. Well, for me,
an hour, but it's not enough. Like, especially with Smite, 2 games. That's it.
I'm not talking about Smite now. I'm talking about like Battlefield or some shit. But like sometimes I'll stream for an hour just because like maybe something will come up, or like I'll stream and it's just like I don't feel this anymore. Because there's some people, when they get into it, especially me when I got into it, like doing YouTube and streaming, some people are like, you're just sitting there playing games. What's the big deal? That shit's fucking tiring.
It is.
It's really tiring.
I remember the first time I started streaming, there was days where as soon as I would start up the stream, I would just about collapse and fall asleep in the middle of the stream.
Well, that's what happens to me sometimes. That's why
incredibly tired.
I feel so bad for doing it too, because he's not here right now, but Rest comes out and just watches and stays at least sort of active. And I feel so bad when I start and I'm like 30 minutes in, he comes in and says hi, and then I'm just like 30 minutes later, I'm like, I can't do this. I'm too tired, or I'm gonna go to work soon and I don't want to be tired for that. Or like shit pops off, like I can't stream today. Oh, maybe I can. It depends when this ends, but I might be able to stream. But my girlfriend's coming over, so it's gonna be like a 2.5 hour stream, which is an alright time. But at the same time, it's like it's not much.
Yeah. See, I always think just streaming for a long period of time, you're more likely to. Like, I've got an example for this as well. Like, when I first started doing my streaming stuff, like when I was doing Call of Duty and stuff like that. I don't know whether I can't remember whether you were there or not, Wolf, but it was a COD Zombies thing. And
yeah.
It was just me playing randomly at like really late at night, but I'd been going for like maybe 6-7 hours or something crazy. And obviously I was absolutely knackered, but then all these viewers came in, and I think I hit about 140, 150 viewers, and the chat was going mental.
Yeah.
I had no chance. And, so yeah, it was crazy, and everyone's going crazy in the chat. Everyone's like getting super excited because I was getting to a high level. But then the fatigue struck.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh man, I just need to go to sleep. I just need to go to sleep. And it's just but that's just because I was streaming for so long. If I got up at like 1 a.m. and then I hit that time window of like when I had like maybe 2-3 viewers, and then all of a sudden you went bang, 15 viewers, and then all of a sudden I was second spot, and then the first spot went off, and then that was it. That's how it works. But then in like certain games, like you say with Battlefield 4, you have that chance because you only have like maybe 4 or 5 streamers at a time.
Yeah.
But then,
no, you don't. Battlefield 4, you have like 30 something now. It's really strange. Yeah. That was when it was Battlefield 3 that used to do it. Yeah. People, it started to fix itself, so now it's up there with Call of Duty, which is why I do and don't stream. I have stories like that too, especially with Injustice and Metro Last Light, which I haven't finished yet. I remember I started doing Metro Last Light 3 days in a row, and I'd stream for like 2-3 hours each. I have to do that again. Maybe I'll do that today. But like that third last stream I did I was playing for like an hour and a half, and I was getting there, and all of a sudden it went from 7. And I was like, wait a second. And I looked at my phone because I have Twitch app. And apparently, there were only... I didn't know this. This was like... I use my Twitch app sometimes when I'm playing a game. Like, after I start playing the game, I'll see how many people are there, like an idiot. But I looked, and only it was me and one other dude who had like 70-something people. So I went from like 2 to 7. And then apparently he got off. And I went from 7 to 37.
Wow.
And chat wasn't going mental. It was going. But it was one of these things where I was just like, yeah... This feels great. I kind of attributed that to my growth a little bit too, because I only had like 40 at that point, and that was a month and a half ago. So
see, that's the thing. Like when you have those big stints, I mean, they're great, but you can't live off.
No one ever comes back. No one ever comes back.
You can't.
And I had it with Injustice where I was playing it with my friend Corey, and we only played for like 2 hours, but we got a lot of people. And I don't know if it was just I got lucky or people weren't streaming it. I'm not even good at that game. Oh, series idea. Sometimes. I have a series idea with my friend that involves making a new channel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about COD Team V?
What the fuck is that?
I'll tell you later. So do you...
Dynamite?
Dude, Team Dynamite, go!
I'll bring it back.
Dude, we should. If without streaming, I think I could probably hit okay frames so that we can play. I just won't stream or record.
Yeah, but NA, EU, again,
You're right.
It didn't work.
Just once I get my better computer, it'll be able to work.
Just come over to the UK, Wolf. It's that simple.
Honestly, I probably should. That's actually kind of part of a plan for me if I want to. I could just be like, I want to go to the UK now.
Come over? If you got like well, you need to get a job when you come over here.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, like, if we could guarantee a job for you...
Dude, I'd do it. After school, I could definitely do that. Like, not even joking.
Then again, for the first year, I'm going to be living in a flat with just me and a friend, so we wouldn't have a spare place for you to go. But maybe after that year,
maybe I still have like 4 to 5 years of school until I become a teacher.
Oh, right, well, okay.
How's the demand for teachers over there?
Male teachers is pretty good, I think.
Yes. Okay. Maybe we'll see.
Probably pretty good everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure teaching is just one of the things that like everyone always needs.
Yeah.
But yeah, do your research, of course, before you come.
I will. Yeah.
Let's go crazy.
Let's go to UK tomorrow.
Shit.
No, but the channel idea is I'm gonna call it Coworker Clash, basically, where it's gonna be like Rooster Teeth versus or like Game Grumps versus, basically, play games against each other. Whatever.
That could be fun.
It will be fun.
I actually wanted to do that as a stream kind of thing. I was going to call it Blood Bear Tuesdays.
Dude, let's do it.
I just face off against my viewers, but when I started that, I didn't have a lot of viewers, so I couldn't really get that off the ground.
Let's do it.
Time.
Let's go. We'll find games. Fight me in... You still have Street Fighter?
Yeah, but it has horrible lag.
You're right.
When I play that game.
You're right. You have Skullgirls though, don't you, or did you not get Skullgirls?
Trade got me Skullgirls.
Oh, we could play that. Because even with lag,
there's no lag.
No, even with lag, they have that frame delay system. They have
Really?
the GTPO, where like if it reads your ping and then it recommends a certain one. So like for anywhere from 15 to 80, I think it's like 0 to 1 frame. 80 to 120 is like 1 to 2 frame delay, and it works that way. It reduces lag.
Why doesn't the Capcom learn about this? Doggone it, Capcom!
I think they're starting to implement it. I think it's gonna be an
Get
Ultra.
your crap together.
No, I honestly think it's gonna be an Ultra. Ultra's gonna be so good too.
So that sounds interesting. Like, I mean, I've like seen this as a topic, like streaming, like especially hardware wise. Like, I think my computer's good enough to not do 1080 60, but do 720 40. That's kind of like what I'm going to be aiming for, because it's not 30, so it's a bit smoother. But I think my computer can. But then recently, my computer's really been struggling to even like record.
Yeah, says the guy who you can talk. I don't struggle to get 720/30 during the podcast, and some games I don't. But when I'm streaming, I have to because I guess a capture card takes away CPU fucking immensely. So I have to tone it down to 576 or whatever. So it'll still come up as 720. But again, it's also a Roxio, so it's not going to be completely HD. But it's not like it's bad quality. It's not like I pull out bad quality. I pull out around 720 most of the time. So
can you use your Elgato now for 720p?
No. Remember, if I plug it in, if I even preview stream, it drops frames. Fucking crazy. Yeah. Like, I'm going to use this example. Oblivion, remember when your stream used to drop frames like every fucking 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how the Elgato works. It's basically how the Elgato works.
I actually had to find workarounds for that.
I think the big thing that's going to limit me is the internet. That's going to be the big thing. Like, I mean, I'm going to be hopefully getting about 85/20. Hopefully. But it it might be one of those ones that they say up to, and then I get like 2. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like that could really backfire on me. So
you need to do research on what. I'm sorry, I just fangirled. Utorek just went live, and Better Twitch TV popped up and told me. So I just kind of fangirled. I'm like, yes.
Lord, go get your skirt out, Wolf. And just
hey. My girlfriend still needs to bring me a skirt. Shut up. Oh, speaking of skirts. Dethroned. Oblivion, your character's in Dethroned now, and I don't know if they're a fan or if they just made it, but you should send a letter saying you should give me this for free because I am in fact the Moon Bear. So, bit of context. There's a game on Steam that just came out called Dethroned. That game's actually really fun. It's got some issues, like that walking issue. It has some issues.
No sound.
No, it has sound. I get sound.
Really? I played it and I didn't have a lick of music or anything. It's just
I had it.
Walking around, not hearing anything.
Oh, the art style's pretty good though. It's good in its own way though. It looks good but weird. It's basically like StarCraft, League, and Clash of Clans put together, really.
What a weird mix.
It works really well. So you're playing your character, who's like League, and you have 4 abilities. And then you walk around like StarCraft, and you have to build, like, to get resources and build your barracks and stuff. But it's usually 1-on-1 in ranked. I don't know if they're going to implement 2-on-2 or anything else. But you have to build...
Did you play Skirmish?
No, I haven't played Skirmish yet. I played some single player.
There's actually other modes in Skirmish.
Oh, okay.
It goes from 2 to 2, 3 to 3.
Okay. And like, you just walk around, and there's these... You each start with 400 spawn tickers, and every minute there's a wave where you can train your guys in barracks to go on that wave, and you gotta walk around and like capture these points that make their tickers go down. Kind of like domination in any first-person shooter where you have the flags, except there's 5 of them. And it's cool, and you can like walk over and take someone else's gold pile, and just, it's fun. And they have a bear that's the Celestial Bear. Same exact thing as the bear you have now, except he looks different. And he wears a fez. His duck friend wears a fez. Wow. And he's blue. And instead of swords on his hands, like Wolverine, he has like India swords there. And his description is like, he says he's been to space, but he's actually just been to East. But he thinks too highly of himself. And I went, that's Oblivion. Oblivion thinks he's been to space. He's just been somewhere else. But he thinks too highly of himself to admit that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And it's a free-to-play game, but to get the Celestial Bear and every character that's ever going to be in the game, it feels like it's in beta, because there's only like 4 characters and the rest are locked.
Well, it's early access. It's actually an alpha.
Oh, okay. That's why there's a lot of problems. Remember when Smite, when you first played, there were only like 7 characters and everything else was locked? But you could buy the thing to get every single one? Basically, that's it. The same thing. But it looks really fun.
Yeah.
You should really email them and be like, hey, my gimmick is that I am in fact the Moon Bear, and I think this would be great. I really like your game, and see if you can't get that. Because I'm sure they would, because devs like that will be like, oh shit, that's cool as fuck. Like, we're coinciding with your gimmick thing, especially if you play it, and then they might, especially if it gets kind of popular, they might stream pop you. Oh. Oh, Oblivion, you can get popular off this. Let's go. Do it. No, I'm serious. Do it. It'd be kind of cool.
I know, but it's that whole early access thing that's got me just like.
Still, what's the worst that can happen? You get early access, you get your Moonbear, you play it. If people don't like it, people don't like it. Like, what's the worst? You had fun. You got your Moonbear character. Like, nothing really could go wrong. Speaking of going wrong in games that are good, South Park the game came out today. The Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of hype about that. Jesus.
Did you watch the Total Biscuit video?
No.
It's really good. I watched it this morning. It looks really fun, actually. That game looks really good.
I've seen some gameplay. It looks like they just took the show and put it in game form.
Exactly, and it works so goddamn well. Like, that, because you think about it, it's like, oh, they just took the show and put it in there. But let's think of other things that have taken from something and put it in there. All the movie games that are shit.
Yeah, all
like, it's so
basically.
hard. Yeah, it's so hard to get something like that. They have the two creators who are the voice actors for everything to do it. And, like, it's so cool. And I like it. It looks fun.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those games that's, like, the hype has outgrown the game.
Mm-mm.
I think that's the big thing.
Go watch Total Biscuit's critical as fuck about everything. He's like, this game's pretty good. He's like, this game's pretty good. The button bindings are a little weird, but it's fun. And he consistently talks about the fact that it is South Park humor, so a lot of it's gross and, like, fart jokes and anal probing and bullshit.
Yeah.
But, exactly. It's like 80%.
There's a lot of grossness in it.
It's 80% gross. 90% gross, 10% clever. It's like, it looks good, though.
South Park. That's South Park right
Exactly.
there.
They literally went, it's just a long South Park episode, basically, you're playing. And it looks so fun.
Also, like, from what I've seen of it, apparently if you go into their houses and you look in their rooms at their closets, you basically see almost all the stuff those characters have used in the show in their closets.
Yeah, and you can loot almost everywhere, apparently.
Wait, so what kind of game is it?
It's a RPG.
Oh, okay.
Because all the kids are LARPing.
Yeah.
But the classes are weird. I don't know what the other classes are, but if you're offended, don't listen to the next part.
I know what they are.
Okay, I know there's only one in Total Biscuit played it, and it was the Jew class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's South Park.
You should hear Cartman's description of the Jew class.
Oh god, I haven't heard it yet. Hey look, Rest is here. We were just talking about you a few minutes ago. Rest is here. Holy shit. Okay, so I went from looking at OBS like what felt like 2 minutes ago, and it was 9 minutes. We're already at 45 minutes in.
Wow, that's gone really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a thing to go back to that we didn't really talk about. COD Team V.
What is that?
I didn't really explain it. Basically, probably last year about May time-ish, I'd say. Basically, me and 3 friends, we decided that I came up with the idea, and then I needed 3 other people to join with.
I came up with the idea, so I asked 3 other people.
Yeah, so basically the idea was that it was going to be a COD community channel, except that the content wasn't just going to be us 4 uploading content separately. It was going to be us 4 all playing at the same time. Now, I wonder if the YouTube channel still exists. Because it probably will do. Because we did actually make it. And it did... Oh, man, it does exist. Holy shit.
That was a weird laugh.
I'll put it in Skype for you to look at later. Basically, the idea was that it wasn't going to be just one person and then one gameplay. Or 2 people and then one gameplay. It was going to be all 4 of us gaming at the exact same time, all recording.
Oh, so it was like the
4
achievement.
different perspectives.
Oh, it was like achievement hunter bullshit.
Yeah, basically.
That's kind of cool.
The idea was it was a great idea. If it had worked better, if for like one we were all in the same house, like in the same place, that would have helped because we had latency issues because of Skype, which was like we were recording the audio from Skype, but
why?
What do you mean why?
You don't need to record the audio from Skype. If everyone has their own mic, you just use Audacity, and you just talk in.
We wanted to talk to each other as well. We didn't just want to have it separately, like us all talking. We had one audio file for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You do Audacity for everyone, but you talk on Skype, or even no, I guess you couldn't talk in game because it'd pick it up. But you talk on Skype, and you don't have to record Skype. You can just talk on the thing. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we tried to do. The issue was that there was obviously the distance issue, and like we had all kinds of stuff like that, and basically the syncing didn't really work that well. But we did give it a good go. We got 3 videos out, I think, of the 4 of us doing it, and then we did like we did some cool intros and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a great idea, and I really wish
we could pull it back. Let's do the run back, Doxy. We can do it.
Oh man, it's too hard. Like to get the editing and to get the syncing right.
No, the syncing's easy. All you have to do is have everyone sync themselves. Where they say like if I do it, I'll be like, "This is Matt syncing 1, 2, 3, 4," and you'll have the game up with it, and it'll just be like you'll sync it with that, and then you'll be like, "This is Alex syncing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4," and you do that a few times just to get that syncing. You sync them up, cut that part out. Everything's synced now.
Maybe we could give it a go.
Let's give it a go. We got this. We can make a different channel. There won't be coworker clash. We can just. There won't be COD Team V though. That's really weird.
COD Team V was an awesome idea. There was originally going to be 5 of us, hence the V for 5 in Roman numerals.
Oh, you're dumb.
But yeah,
we gotta name it something. We gotta name it like.
Wasn't the 5th.
We gotta name it the Cross Ocean Gaming or something. Yo, Cross Ocean Gaming. We got it. It's over. It's over. We win.
Oh my god, I'm watching the first video of us.
Dude, because that goes along with your idea when we were recording Hearthstone, and you were like, we should have it side by side. We can just do that. We can just do Cross Ocean Game.
Gunslinging.
Well, no, it could be every game. It couldn't just be like Hearthstone or something. But see, like that's the idea. Is like that'd be so good. Make that channel right now before this ever comes out, or before anyone else makes it. Make it right now. No, I'm serious. Make it right now.
You
fucking dogs. No, I can't. I have everything up on. Yeah.
What do you want me? What's the name of it?
Cross Ocean Gaming.
Cross Ocean Gaming. I'll do it now.
COG. Put in that cog, and it could have a cog as an emblem for it too. Dude, we're making money right now.
Oh wow, I forgot about that idea. I've just realized that I have my network that I was gonna do. Wow, that's nostalgia right there. Basically, about October, November time, I was basically gonna make my own network, and the idea was that there was only gonna be 100 partners for the network, and it was a privilege to be part of the network. It wasn't it wasn't just like anyone could join. They all had to have unique content, and there was loads of stuff I wrote down somewhere. It's probably on like probably a note somewhere. But yeah, I've already made the YouTube and everything for it, so.
Just change the name of that then.
No, it's called X Connection. It's not good.
So Oblivion, you're playing Strider right now.
Ocean.
Yep.
Cross Ocean Gaming.
I've already beaten this game on the hardest difficulty.
Wow.
How do you spell Ocean?
OCEAN.
OCEAN.
Yep.
That looks so weird.
I'm pretty sure I can Google it.
Are you sure? I'm googling that. Yeah, it is right. That just looks so weird,
isn't it?
Yeah, OCEAN.
Oh shit! Who the fuck is this? No. Who is this? Who is this person? I'm looking at Twitter now.
They're an ocean. They're not people.
Cross Ocean Gaming. Password: Wolf is gay.
That's not the password, but alright.
Might be. It's okay. They don't know how. Okay, I'll change it. I was gonna say anyone on this video could probably just get onto the account then.
Wow, fuck you. This guy retweeted my thing twice. He has like almost 100 followers. Fuck yeah. He retweeted my El Gato test and my COD Ghost episode 8.
Woo!
If you haven't seen them, go watch them.
Woo!
Haven't even given out a name.
I know, right? Some nice promotion you are. This random guy, I don't even know his name.
Legit X COD. Yeah, that's his name.
Awesome name.
Yeah. L3GIT, capital L, capital G, X, capital COD. Yeah.
Okay, I've made it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I've made the Gmail. How do I make? I don't understand how this. New
Yeah, YouTube's fucked. That's why I told you to do it.
My channel. Okay, here we go.
It's both of our
How
channel.
you'll appear. How your first name and last name. To use a business name, click here. Yeah, I want a business name. Cross Ocean. That was it.
Shut up! It's not as bad as that stream. It's not as bad as the stream highlight laugh.
That laugh was amazing.
That's the best laugh ever.
I can't stop laughing about that one. Like I notice in my videos, but now that I'm editing my video logs, I make some really weird sounds.
Yeah, everyone makes really weird sounds. It's just like, oh, okay.
Okay, it's made. Cross Ocean Gaming. It
Never
exists.
recreate.
Okay, I'm gonna need the password later.
Yeah.
No, not in that Skype.
No, I'm just sending you the link to it so you can already subscribe and be ready.
Oh, okay.
I need to. How do I edit all this stuff? Jesus. I have no idea how the new YouTube works.
Yeah, it's really stupid. That's why I'm glad I made my channel 2 years ago before they fucked up everything.
This is crazy. Go here.
Do I have
What's
any
the
more
edit?
topics, or are we just talking about random shit now? So, Oblivion, how does Strider
I think
end?
you're mostly talking about
How does Strider end?
what? I heard my name. Basically, you kill the final boss, who turns into a demon creature with double dragon heads.
That's fucking hype.
blades, and as he's falling through the stratosphere from the earth, you hop on and just hold your arms crossed as you just stand on his corpse as it falls.
So you do that like edge stand where you just cross your arms and you just look like a badass as he falls from fucking space.
Yeah, and he stands like just below where his face is, so his face is always looking at him as he dies.
That's fucking hype as shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, Vaughn Whiskey. That's another person that I was gonna bring up a topic. Like with streaming, I used to feel bad, or not feel bad, but I used to feel weird. And this may sound a little stupid too, but I used to feel weird asking you guys to play games and shit with me because you're so much more popular than I am and shit. And what really pulled into this perspective is, do you know who Major Cream is?
No.
Okay, well he's a streamer on YouTube. He plays a bunch of not YouTube.
Donut?
You know, on Twitch, and he's subscribed and he's a partner and everything. He gets like 1,200 people per stream and whatever.
Oh.
Chat goes nuts in there. But there's this guy, Vaughn Whiskey, who plays with him, and this dude isn't partnered. But this guy, like, he has a good amount, but he barely breaks 100 unless he plays with Cream, and like, it shows one of those things where it's like there's this big difference there, and they're still cool friends and they still play, and like he's a mod on his channel and everything. It's just, it made me not feel bad about asking you guys to play things, because it feels weird to say like, oh you guys should play with me, because I feel like I don't know.
Play with me.
No, how does this work? How am I trying to say this?
Only if you pay me.
I don't know how this would work.
You gotta buy me dinner first.
Just like, it feels like it pulls you down. Not like pulls you down, but if you play with people that are less popular than you, there's no chance for you to grow. It's more of them to grow. And I don't want to feel like I'm playing with you just to get growth. Because I like you people. You people are nice.
I
and
like
funny.
You
Yay.
too.
Help me, I'm being held against my will!
Who's in your chat right now, Oblivion? And why are they not in our chat?
Just me.
Oh,
It's just me.
I doubt it.
No, it really is just me.
Plot twist, you haven't checked. You actually have like 37 viewers.
Dun dun dun.
No, it's just
Dun.
one. Like, someone will just pop in randomly and then just automatically leave.
Oh, yeah, I hate that shit.
Haha.
He figured it out.
I'm setting up all this stuff.
Dilksy, you need to do GFX of a... What does that fucking even stand for? I just use that off your Skype because you're like, I don't do GFX anymore.
Graphics.
Okay. Well, you need to do a graphic for it. You need to do a graphic for it. It's got to be a cog, though.
We're gonna do it for ages.
Like,
we're gonna do it for ages.
Haruko Haruharu's here. Hi, Dakota. Yeah. No. But at the same time, it's cool because it'll be like a gear. No, we can do this and like we can make the Hearthstone thing.
Woo!
We can do the Hearthstone thing.
We can.
Okay,
it's a great idea. Keep it somewhere, and we will do it.
I can send you the Hearthstone stuff now, like later.
What do you mean now?
Later.
I didn't record.
What?
I didn't record our games.
Why not?
Why would I?
Okay, you're right.
I didn't know we were doing that sort of thing.
I said we were. Whatever, I'll delete
You
it.
said you were recording. Oh, that okay.
I'll delete it. I'm not even using it. Scratch all this
Why?
stuff. I don't know. I don't want to use it.
Fine. It's not like I wanted extra promotion anyway. Screw you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Cross Ocean Gaming gets 400,000 subscribers in the first month. How much fucking promotion do you need?
I need loads of promotion. All the promotion.
How
Every
awesome would that be?
promotion ever.
How awesome would that be if all of a sudden we do that and our first video gets like 37,000 views?
That'd be immense.
Then the next one gets 12.
Nah, then the next one gets 38,000.
That should have worked. Why didn't that work? That's
What?
bollocks.
Then it just slowly declines, like 10,000 disappears.
No, I said 30.
Like, it's just some kind of conspiracy.
Nah, it doesn't even matter, dude. I'm talking to the chat now. But yeah, that's such a good idea. Now I have to set that in my little notes to link that too. Even though we're not gonna put it, we could put something out like in 2 days, huh?
What?
Something on that channel.
We could do. We could just explain. I'm sure we could. One thing.
What?
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something then. I had a great topic, and now it's gone. That's rubbish. Anyway, carry on. I'll try and think of what I was gonna say.
Well, see, how will we make the update though? Because I don't give a fuck if we do a vlog on that one. I don't know why I have some inversion.
Long.
I don't know why I have some like inversion to vlogs on my channel or face cam on my channel. Because I don't give a fuck. But at the same time I do.
Oh, don't do that. How do I work you, YouTube? All I want is a flipping... Hang on. No. All I want is the actual channel name. I don't want youtube.com/UCXKYM.
I don't know if you can do that anymore.
Type in Google. YouTube Google.
How do I do this? I even explained to a guy how to do it.
How do I YouTube? Wow, that bot
How
didn't
do I
work
do
either.
this stuff?
How does one YouTube? But yeah, that's always that thing that kind of threw me off was I went into YouTube so fucking innocent. Not like innocent like, oh, I'm innocent. Like innocent to how everything worked. Because if I had thought about it, I wouldn't have gotten this laptop. I would have built my own computer with the money I had. But I didn't know about that. And like, I would have not started until I had a better mic or I knew how to use Audacity, and I would have, because for a year and a half all my audio was almost all my audio after I got my new headset was desynced. It was synced up when I used Bandicam with the shitty audio.
When did you start?
I started February 10th,
When did you
2012.
Okay, well, even back then, YouTube was still, like, a lot of people didn't know what to do back then.
Yeah.
Starting out
How do you think
on
I
YouTube.
feel when I started back in 2009?
No, but the thing about it was,
It
if
was worse.
if I had known what I knew now, things would have been so much different. I would not only have like 82 subs, because that first 8 months I hit 50, and the detriment to it was the quality as well as the mic. The mic was really the biggest detriment to me.
But then you can't just invest so much into it when you've got no subscribers.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I started off so bad. That's another reason why I took down a lot of those videos. Was it was like it felt like a fresh doing now. It'll be like I made my channel recently.
Yeah,
And that's why I saw that growth from what did I have when I took all the videos down. I had like 65 or something, and in the last month and a half, I've already gotten 20 something. So it's like I've got this fresh start per se.
I see your view. I mean, like I was thinking about doing it when I did all my copyright. Well, when I had all my copyright issues, I was thinking, might as well just do a clean slate. Then I was like, I've gone this far. I mean, I've got 100 subscribers, and like some of them are still active. I mean, even if it's just 10, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, even though I've got 800 subscribers or whatever, I'm still only getting like 20, 30 views. I mean, it's the way it is. It's just I've accepted that.
Yeah, I've accepted that
I'm
too.
still gaining subscribers, so.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that's what I've accepted with Twitch too. Is I have 109 followers now, and I've accepted that it's people will come in, they'll like your stuff and follow, and maybe they'll watch you once in a while, but it's not like they're always going to come back.
Yeah.
Which is okay by me. I mean, if one person watches, it's fine.
What you just got to remember
is what?
That first step is always the most important.
Yeah. Dilksy died.
We don't remember him following. Who's Dilksky?
Dilksky. That's what it is. I tried to call him that the other day, and I couldn't remember how you said it. Dilksky or Dilkus.
Dilkesi.
Dilkesi.
Ski.
Dilksky, ski.
I give up trying to explain how to say my name. I honestly do. It's just like I don't care anymore.
It's all about Dilkesi. That's all I'm gonna call you from now on, Mr. Dilkesi.
Please don't.
Mr. Dilkesi. Everyone go subscribe to Mr. Dilkesi. What's up, guys? Dilkesi here.
The amount of shout-outs I've got are just so wrong. It's torture.
What's up, guys? Dilkesi here, and today's video is on how to do my hair crazy. You need a blow dryer and a straight iron. Better turn it on now, so it gets hot by the time I have to do it. Yeah.
It needs to be during monsoon season as well.
Monsoon season. You're just jealous because I have this hair.
I had an idea that if we ever do a meetup or anything, that we have to do our hair exactly the same.
As mine.
Oh God.
Because
look,
I thought it'd just be a funny gimmicky thing where it'd be, because I guess, I don't know, maybe my girlfriend's insane, but I had one of your videos up the other day and she came over and she's like, that dude looks like you. And I was like, okay, cool. And I had this delusion as soon as she said that if we ever both get shirts and we do a meetup where you wear one of my shirts and I wear one of your shirts, that way it's switched to the point where people think you're me and I'm you.
That sounds amazing.
Because I can do your voice pretty well.
But I can't do yours very well.
But I can't do yours very well? Yeah, I know.
Guys, warfare.
Oh, fuck off, you stupid long. You practice. It won't be for like 2 years or some shit, so whatever.
I'm trying to find the funny image of like how you're saying like having the hair like mine. My friend photoshopped my hair onto four of my other friends, and it looked amazing. I'm just trying to find it now.
It looked amazing.
Where is it? Maybe it's on.
That's so funny though. It's like
amazing.
It's one of those things like you just gotta think what funny stuff would make people laugh and stuff like that. I thought it was funny. Maybe it's just stupid.
Your laugh made me laugh.
You're gonna go watch that fucking stream clip again.
Your laugh is amazing.
It is. It's like my real laugh. It kind of just took me by surprise, and like I started choking again. So I was like, so it was like. Oblivion, have you seen that yet?
No.
Go to my channel. I have a stream, a clip of it's only like 30 seconds long. Some bullshit. That was funny though. That was the best thing that happened that match, and almost that entire stream really was just fucking that dude. Fuck that up. Oh, and I was having stuttering problems in Sony Vegas with my viewing the HD video like in preview, and I set it to auto and it was still stuttering, but the audio was fine. Guess I didn't realize Sony Vegas only puts 200 megs of RAM data into watching that preview.
Really?
Yeah, I popped it up to 500 megs and it went sort of semi-smooth. I'm afraid to go any higher, just because.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's smooth enough.
Usage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's smooth enough that I can. Because my biggest problem is I use Audacity and I sync. So my biggest problem is like I gotta fucking sync everything. It's gonna be scratchy. It's fine now. Like I just gotta make sure I have Skype off and I have everything off so it doesn't blue screen my laptop. Because that's happened before when I was rendering stuff. It happened rather like 2-3 weeks ago when I was just listening to music when I was rendering something on Pandora and it just fucking blue screened when I went to skip a song.
Wait. Okay, let me get this right. So you sync from Audacity, yeah? So you have your gameplay recording and then you play.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go from where you start talking? Like, so you get it all set up, you start recording.
I used to. It fucked up.
With your controller, and then you just go, "Hey guys, Wolf here, and today we're going to be playing something," and then that's where it starts. That's like when you start talking, that's where it starts.
Because it desyncs along the way. It will desync along the way eventually.
How does it? Why would it desync?
I've done that before. I did that with my. I can link you the Borderlands 2. Fucking desync like a motherfucker. And I did the same thing where I'd say my voice and I'd go 3, 2, 1 and then start the recording and go, "Hey guys," and it's still fucked.
Is it because it? Well, I noticed that. I remember some time ago when I was recording my Star Wars stuff, it got out of sync, and I think that was the issue with like recording for longer periods of time with Fraps. But I think that got fixed now. I'm not sure.
No. Oh well, you record with Fraps itself, so you record your audio in Fraps, huh?
Depends
or do you
on the
use
game.
Audacity?
I generally use either Fraps or Dexterity, so it's all built in. It's not like using Audacity separate.
Right.
I found that Audacity makes my voice really loud.
Well, you can fix that in Sony Vegas too. But yeah. I like having Audacity now, and I had this problem with I always thought that my voice was quiet. But if I'm sitting here, like, comfortable, like I'd be playing a game, it's perfectly fine. I used to, like, get up on the mic when I stream and shit. But that was because I also used a different program. But I always felt like I had to be closer to the mic. And I don't. I have to be sitting right here, and you can hear me perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I used to think I'd have to...
Yeah, I had the same thing with my Blue Snowball. When I see it in Sony Vegas, it looks really quiet.
Yeah, but it's not.
When it goes on YouTube, it's fine. It's like, what?
Oh, even on Sony Vegas when it's like that, you can still hear it fine. I just fuck with I turn it up like because everything starts at 0. I turn my voice up to like 1.7 to 2, and I just turn the game volume down to like negative 0.25 or something. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fun. When I first started YouTube, I didn't know it, and when I first started watching gameplay videos, I didn't know it. But it's really fun now to look at how game volume to voice volume is from different YouTubers. Because you notice how some are. Like,
yeah,
it's cool to look at how they edit differently, and especially if two people are doing it exactly the same. It's interesting to see how one person's game volume will be a little higher and they'll make their voice higher, or they'll make their voice lower and the game to where they're kind of even.
I aim for on YouTube, if it's middle volume, it's perfectly fine.
I aim for wherever volume, it's perfectly fine, because that's why I turn the game volume a little bit down.
But
it just helps that way.
Okay, yeah. I've always aimed for like if it's middle on the volume, then it's fine. If you have to have it on full loud and you're still struggling to hear, then it's not okay. It's too. But then if it's too loud, then you don't have to turn down the volume to like, oh god, my ears.
yeah, that's true.
It's just finding that perfect balance, and I think it's all about distance as well. Like, for example, I can get really close to my microphone here, or I can just sit in here, which is perfectly fine. Like, this distance right now is fine as long as I don't shout. But,
like, I could be sitting here like I usually do, or you can be up here like this, and it's really fucking terrible. And I'm talking at the same exact thing too, so your ears are gonna get fucked in the face. But at the same time, like if I sit back here, you can even hear that blue shift going on. It's really fucking cool.
So we
What? What?
I think we should just get really close to our microphones.
and talk like this. I think we should just be really close to our microphones. How about this? Should we talk like this all the time?
Sometimes I talk like this too.
Oh my god, it's so exciting.
Isn't it? I know. I do it on stream sometimes. I did that when I was playing Metro last night. I was creeping up on this dude and I'm like, we're gonna get him. We gotta get him. And I fucking stabbed him in the throat. Yeah. Oh my god, there's the mic rape scene. What does this podcast devolve to? 6 weeks, and it took...
That's a highlight right there.
It took us 6 weeks to get all up in that shit.
You know what you should do, Wolf?
What?
Here's an idea for the stream. basically, you know how like in some podcasts they have like a bit where they're gonna like a little highlight, so it makes them want to watch the rest of the video.
Mm-hmm.
You should put that bit in there and have that at the start, like 10 seconds in, and then cut into the podcast, and then people are like, "Oh my god, when's the special bit?" And you don't tell them; they have to watch the entire thing.
All the way till
And then they have to guess at the end.
an hour and 10 minutes in.
Well, yeah, now they know it's fine, it's happened, so that like, yeah, we made it to the bit that was special. But that's like a really good way to get people to stay.
I've also been thinking it has to do with generation decay though, but I was thinking that for the podcast I'd just record it and then re-render it again, but put certain things in, and I feel like that hit generation decay though, and that's not fun. Because that's how
What
much
do you mean?
decay. Like, because every time you record something, it's not going to be as good as, like... So, when you record something, that footage isn't as good when you render it in Sony Vegas. That's just fact of the matter. But
Yeah,
then,
it's
when
gotta
you
be
stream it,
improved.
as you see, when you stream it, the quality goes down. But then I'd record it, so it'd record it at that quality, but then put it in Sony Vegas, so it'd drop it again.
Yeah, so you're recording straight to Twitch, and then you're recording from Twitch and putting it into Vegas, which is like a double one.
Yeah. And then...
So really, you just want to record from here. Like, can't you just do that with OBS? Can't you, like...
Yeah,
go
but
straight
then
to
I
the-
can't... But then I can't stream the podcast.
Oh, can you not do both?
No. You can only stream
thought-
or record.
No, you can't do both.
On XSplit you
You
can.
can't even do it with XSplit. You can't.
You can?
No, I think...
I've
It just
only
saves
seen,
the
like,
hard
two
drive?
options.
It's just like a little checkbox.
Yeah, well, also you're partnered, so...
Oh.
Am I?
You have your subscription still.
Me?
Yeah.
Subscription to
You
what?
have
XSplit,
free Twitch.
so that you can use...
XSplit.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I was like, what? I'm so confused.
See, so you can't think that everyone does this and that, and there's
Yeah, I've
differences.
got
He's
the
like,
premium
hey,
version.
I'm partnered with Twitch.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like partner on Twitch. You're like, wait, what?
Huh?
Quickly
happened?
stream.
Oh, I haven't. I came up with more. I came up with more emotes for if I ever get partnered. Okay, so I told you the dog one. I told you the no face Lydia, and I didn't tell you the American Hero one because the American. You know how there's that picture of the Battlefield long neck from Battlefield 3.
No,
You've never seen that picture where the dude's got the long ass neck in Battlefield?
no. I'm
Well-
gonna Google it right now though.
Yeah, Google it. Dude, Battlefield 3 long neck. Fucking dogs. Thank you.
Long neck.
But I was gonna do that for Yeah. 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 Okay, that means I have to edit this now just to throw a picture up.
Oh my god.
So I wanted to do that for American Hero because that's the American, and then I wanted to find one of a Russian faction and be Russian attacker as my. Because that's all I play. I only play engineer and assault. I only play engineer and assault in that game, so it's like I have that American Hero where I use an M16 or an M4, and then I have Russian attacker where I use an.
Oh my god! I just found a video of it.
Or I play Russian attacker where I use like an AK-47 or the equivalent. So I thought that'd be cool. Yeah, Doxy, we broke Doxy. I'll link that too. I'll link that too. I'll have to watch that later.
He's not coming back from this, Wolf.
No, I think
We lost him. He's
Oh
dying.
my god. It's the
Put
fact
it
that in third it was just normal, and then also you just stood up.
Your voice is so good. Your voice is so good. But I think that's it. I think we've devolved enough. So where can people find you, Doxy?
YouTube.com/thedilksy and Twitter at the Dilksy as well.
It's on the screen.
Yeah.
Oblivion, where can people find you?
On Twitch, Oblivion Chaos.
It's on there too. And my name is Wolf of
Watching
Death.
him just laugh.
My name is Wolf of Death. This has been the Space Bandit podcast. You can find me on Twitter as on the screen or down below. Remember to also go follow my channel on Twitch, subscribe here, like the video, all that shit. Thanks. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.